Yes, good morning. So today is Tim's first role play with myself. He joined the Remote Sales Academy 3 weeks ago, about 2 weeks ago. So he received the first part of the training. So in this role play, I don't expect him to do amazing. I really want to see how he opens up the call, how he then finds out my current situations, my problem, my goals, his tonality, his listening skills, and then how he goes for the pitch, and then how he goes for the close. I'm going to throw a few objections at him there and see how he gets on. Guys, comment, let me know how you think he gets on. So how this works now is he's received the first part of the training. We're going to do a role play, and if I think he's been good enough and he doesn't need to go back to the first training, we will then send him the second part of the training. We'll then do a few more role plays with other coaches in our team, and then he'll be placed into an I-ticket remote sales role. First part of training and just how it's all going on. So how are you, man? How's everything?
Good, man. Chilled. Just working. So in the meeting
Okay.
room now.
Okay, in the meeting room. Okay,
Yeah.
we won't take too long. It should be about 30 minutes. So the topic is going to be on a marketing agency. I just want you to sell me on a $4,000 offer.
Sure.
So just standard market, just a standard marketing agency. I'm not really too bothered about you explaining the products. I just want to, the layout I told you. So I just want you to how you introduce the call, how you find out my current situation, my problem, and then now you just go onto the pitch, and now you just go for the close. I'm just gonna throw a few objections at you and see how you get along with them. Okay.
Sure, man. And when are you going to Bali, Mike, by the way?
I'm going to Bali. I think it'll be around August. I'll go to Bali.
Okay, I'm leaving this Thursday. I'll be there till the 10th of August around.
Oh, I've not booked anything yet, but if I book on and you're there, I'll let you know for sure. Okay.
All right, sure, mate. Cool.
All right. Perfect. Okay. Let's go. So I've joined the Zoom call. Let's go.
Hey, hi there, Mike. How you doing?
I'm good. I'm doing well, man. Are you good?
Oh, good, man. How's things going your side?
Everything's going well.
Fantastic, man. Where are you from, by the way? Where are you at the moment? Are you in?
I'm just in Dubai at the moment.
Okay, fantastic. I'm in Dubai as well. How long you been in Dubai?
For about 6 months.
Okay, fantastic. Not so for not too long. You're basically a newcomer, yeah?
Yeah, just a newcomer. Yeah.
Fantastic. I've been here for about a few years now, so quite enjoying it. Me and my missus here. Are you staying out here with anybody, or it's just you?
Just me at the moment.
Okay, awesome. And you working, or what's your situation at the moment? You running a business? What are you doing?
So I currently own a marketing company. So we currently so it's a marketing company already, but we're trying to improve and bring in new systems because our system currently is not good. And yeah.
Okay, fantastic. So what do you mean by that when you say that your system's quality is not good?
Okay, let me stop you there. So have you introduced the call now? So you're going into finding about my current situation.
I was just flowing. I don't know.
Okay. That what I'll advise just to stop you. We'll just stop in parts, yeah.
Okay, go.
What I'll advise, are you introduced the call there, and now you said, are you just started talking about, you'd obviously understand you're building rapport, and now you just went straight into what's your current situation. What you need to do is if you're speaking to someone who likes being in control, they'll control you through the whole call because you've set the tone. And you should say, hi, is it going, Mike? Okay, whereabouts you based? Dubai? Okay, perfect, same as me. Okay, so I just want to jump, just keep it sweet, keep it short and smooth. Just get straight into the call and go, okay, I just want to jump on a call with you to really just to see what you're currently doing for marketing, and I'll explain what we offer and see if you'll be good and see if it'll be a good fit. Does that make sense? Yes. Then you just go in. You set the tone already. You told them already. I'm in control of this shit. Bang, let's go. Okay, so what are you currently doing for marketing? Tell me more about your business. Are you with me?
Yeah, got
Well,
you.
let's go.
All right. Okay, Mike, let's just hop straight into things. I wanted to see if you're basically a good fit for us.
Yeah.
So I just want to see if I can ask you a couple of questions and see if you can help me out. That's all right, yeah?
Yeah, that's good. Let's go.
All right, perfect. So what your biggest challenges with the business at the moment, and what are your main goals?
Okay, so my biggest challenges at the moment is we're not getting enough leads in our marketing agency. I have a few employees, but I don't think they're really doing that well because as we're publishing and spending so much on ads, I'm not seeing the return we're meant to be getting.
Okay.
Okay,
So
let me just stop you there. We'll keep on flowing with it. What I will just stop you there. You mentioned the first question you said is, what are my biggest challenges? Just don't do that. Keep it very light. Because when you say that, they'll be like, "Who's this? We just got on a call. What do you mean by challenges? I'm having problems." Just say, "Okay, tell me what you're currently doing for marketing," and then they just tell you their story. How long has that been going on for? Do you know what I mean? Don't start the first question on a negative note, because they'll be like, "What's going on? Like, why are you just coming at me saying I'm having challenges?" Just keep
Yeah.
it light. Just say, "What are you currently doing for marketing?"
Got you.
That's it.
Got you. Okay. So what are you currently doing for marketing at the moment?
So what we currently do is it's all in-house, which I don't really like because my employees are just lazy. Because they know they're just gonna get paid. They're just lazy. It used to be good, but at the moment I give a guy who's my son's I mean my friend's son, and because he used to be very good at marketing. So
Hmm.
he controls our ads, and I'm spending about $2,000 a month on ads, and I am not getting the return I'm meant to be getting.
Okay. Okay. What would that do for you if you were able to get that sort of return that you're looking for? What would that sort of do for the business, and what would that sort of do for your margins?
Okay, why I would just stop you there with that question is that okay, you should just change your tone and be like, oh, okay, so how long does that now I've told you about situation or problem. Now you need to change your tone and say, okay, so how long has that been going on for? How long have you been working with your friend's son? Then you just getting more, you're developing, you're getting me to open up about the situation because I'm not happy about it. If you then move on from that problem I just spoke about and you start saying, um, okay, and what you're trying to achieve, you're just moving past that problem. You don't know what that problem is. That problem probably makes me wake up at night, wake up in the middle of the night thinking, fucking hell, what's going on? I need to get rid of this kid that's working on my ads. So tell me, let me know more about it, reveal it.
Okay. Okay.
Let's go.
Um, so what would I ask in
So I just
terms
said,
of the problem?
okay, you know, you just said, okay, what the current situation? And you just be like, okay, um, so you just said, um, okay, so what you currently doing for marketing? I've explained my friend's son does the ad management. You noticed I don't like it. I'm like, okay, help me understand. How long has that been going on for that you've been using your friend's son? You know what I mean? Just
Yeah.
talk more about it. Whenever you hear them say a problem or a goal, it should be like a light bulb moment. Be like, shit, this is something that this is that pain point. Let me talk more about it. Let's not move on for it.
Okay.
Are you with me?
Basically, just get them to elaborate on the problem.
Yeah, just
Okay.
yeah, and sometimes just even I think the best bit when you're in the discovery section of finding the current situation is to just act like a child. Yeah, like if I was talking to a child, they would be like, "What do you mean? Oh, okay. Oh, and how long have you been doing that? Okay, why, why? Do you know what I mean? It's about being
Yeah.
like a child, just getting them to open up.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's very different during this current situation and discovery. It's very easier for women because women are like very why, what do you mean? But with
Yeah.
guys, we just want to move past it. It's a thing that you just gotta learn about. So when we do these more role plays, you really understand it. But just whenever you're just on a current situation, just act clueless. Just be like, okay, why? What do you mean by that? Oh, how long have it been going on for? Okay. You know what I mean? You with me?
Yeah. Yeah.
Let's go.
Got you. Got you. All right. What will we move on to next year? Uh, we talked about your pricing. Uh, I don't know what would the next transition be on the call?
Okay. What will I advise here, bro?
Yeah.
So you see how we're still on the current situation bit. Just
Yeah.
I know we have that NEPQ structure in the training where we talk about psychology, how we transition from it. Just use up mainly most of them questions in the current situation and in the discovery section. Don't feel like you have to follow a perfect script. Just keep it the current situation discovery. I'm talking about my son. Just get me to my friend's son. I always stumble on that one. So I'm talking about my friend's son. Now we just talk more about it. Okay, so how long has that been going on? But let's still talk about this topic. Then if you say, okay, where are you trying to get to? How many leads are you trying to get a month from this? When I
Yeah.
talk about the leads I'm trying to get a month from this, then you understand, oh,
Okay, now you're creating the image in my mind. And you say, okay, I'm trying to get 40 leads. Okay, with 40 leads, how much do you make a month? Help me understand that. I'll make $20,000 a month. Okay, that what you're trying to get to? Yes, that is my goal. And we start, you see how you've now shown of where we are now with having shit service for my friend's son. So now is a $20 a month target. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? But
Yeah.
we're just not moving on from that problem. That's how
Yeah.
you have to feel. So it's about in the current situation discovery section, just get me to open up. Just because at the moment you're clueless about my current situation. Now know my current situation by asking the right questions.
All right.
Don't feel like this is a sales call. Just feel like you're speaking to a friend. A friend has come to you in need. You're not just going to try and move on and say, oh, what do I see next? You know what to say. Just keep on trying to find out and be the comfort for your friend. That's how you see these calls on a sales call. It's not trying to sell someone or something. It's about trying to find out what their current situation is.
All right. All right.
Let's go.
Okay. Can you tell me a little bit more about your friend's son? What's the situation?
Okay. So he finished uni like 2 years ago, so working for about 2 years. And my friend was like, "Oh, you can't find a job. Just take him onto your team. We think he'll be a good fit." And obviously, in respect to my friend, we grew up from so young, and the kid has been on board with us, and he was good at first. He was really good at first, but everyone's good at first, isn't it? Till they show their true colors. And like after a year, he will just come up. He will just come into the office Monday, still hungover, and I feel bad to sack the guy, and I'm spending at least $3,000 on his wages, $2,000 on the ads. I'm spending
Mm,
about $5,000 on that service,
mm,
and we are not getting the amount of leads that we should be getting.
mm. Okay. When you talk about the amount of leads that you should be getting, how many leads or how much leads are you wanting to
This
get?
is good. Well
Yeah.
done. That's good. See that? That's good. So you're just acting clueless and like, oh, so what do you mean? What are you trying to get to?
Mm,
So we should be getting at least for what I spend, we should be getting at least 20 qualified leads every single week.
mm,
And it yeah, we should be getting about 20 leads. And our closing percentages are so good because our closers are really good.
mm,
So we should be closing at least 60% of them. So what would that be? 60 times 20 leads. So we should be getting about 12 new sales um every week. The
mm.
service we offer.
Okay. And how many sales are you getting at the moment? If your end goal or your end objective,
Mm.
I said is 12. How many are you getting at the moment?
We're probably closing about 3 people a week at the moment.
And what's that sort of doing to the business at the moment? What sort of revenue you guys bringing in because of the current amount of closures?
But what would be a good one? What would be a really good one? So because some people don't really like talking about how much they're currently making, but you can just get it out of them by asking a specific question. So you say, okay, you said you're gonna get and you're gonna close 12 in a week. How much does that bring for you? They'll tell you. They'll always tell you. Then they'll probably be about, oh, that's gonna bring me £4,000 a month. Okay, so help me understand how far away are you from there, and then you get how much they're making instead of you asking what is your revenue. Some people
Mm,
feel a bit weird. Some people feel a bit weird when they say the revenue. They'll be like, "Oh, are you a tax man? Why are you so bothered?" But if you say, "Okay," "Okay," help me understand how far away are you from that, and they'll be like, "Oh, pretty far away." And be like, "Okay, help me understand. What do you mean by pretty far away?" "Okay, I'm making about £1,000 a week now." You know what I mean? They
yeah,
just got out of them, and they'll be like, okay, so that's £1,000 a week. So how long have you been wanting to achieve this target of closing 12 new fresh leads a week? But like, oh, it's been wanting for so long. Then yeah, let's go. I don't want to give you everything already. So yeah, so I want to
yeah.
make so this you found out I'm currently making about £1,000 a week, and I want to get to let's just make it £5,000 a week now. So I'm on £1,000 a week. I want to get to £5,000 a week. Let's go.
Okay, so you're
What do
wanting
you
to
think?
get to, just to say again, so you're on 1,000, you're wanting to get to
5,000. Actually,
5,000.
no.
Okay.
Actually, no. Sorry. I'm on 1,000. I want to get to 10,000 a week.
Okay, on 1,000, you're wanting to get to 10K a month. What,
A
what,
week. A week. A week.
a week. Okay. And what would that sort of do for you if you were able to achieve the targets that you're actually looking to achieve for the business?
Okay. I think what would be I think what would be a good one when it's about you just keep it light. You keep it whenever you're in the conversation. You always just try short, effective questions. So
Yeah.
okay, on what have you? So when I tell you my target, you need to not make me feel like why have you not got that yet? So like, what are you currently doing to achieve that $10,000 a week? So I've spoken to different marketing companies. I've been trying to employ someone new. You just get me to open up and say, so what have you been doing? You know what I mean? Then when you talk about this, it's in the first part of the training. We'll talk more about it. You say, okay, so how long have you been wanting to achieve this? Do you know what I mean? They just get me to open up on that and just let me to just blur out and be like, wow, I've been wanting this for so long and I've not done anything. Do you know what I mean? Let's go. So you know my target, what I want to get to. Let's just get me to open up and get me. I really want you to just get me to open up and feel my dream. What will be different? Are you with me?
Yeah.
Okay, let's go.
All right. How long have you been wanting to sort of achieve this 10K goal?
For about for quite a while. For about I've been wanting it for a while. For about let's say the last 2 years. Last 2 years, yeah.
It's 2 years. Okay. So it's quite some time. And then what are you actually doing, or what steps are you putting in place at the moment to try and get to that goal?
Gonna get rid of my friend's son in the nicest way, in the nicest way possible. And I did try think about bringing in marketing agency like what you do, but I've not really took any action. And yeah, that's what's been going on.
All right. And what's stopping you? I mean, what's stopping you from taking action? And obviously, I know it's your friend's son, but what else is stopping you from getting the right?
I think I
mean,
just don't want to. I don't want to lose money. I don't want to invest into anything more. I want something to just work. I'm getting older. My wife wants a kid. She wants to get married, and I can't afford to waste money on this business any longer.
Okay, and what would it mean to your wife? Or you obviously saying that you're getting a new kid. What would it mean to achieve the results that you're actually looking for?
This is good. That was good.
Yeah.
That was good. What would it mean? It means
And obviously, I know you have a kid on the
uh,
way and everything. So
it means where do I start from? It will mean so much. I think we'll be able to have a kid. Me and my wife have been trying to have a kid, but we've just put it on pause, and I don't feel like a man having to tell her that we can't really afford to have it at the moment because the business is failing. If we don't fix it and we don't get enough money pumped into the business, I won't be able to pay my staff. I won't be able to pay my bills. My wife doesn't work since she had the injury, and yeah, it won't be able to happen.
okay. So considering your current situation, obviously with your
Let me
your friends.
let me stop you then.
Yep.
Do you see how much problems I said there? My
Yeah.
wife's injury. I said I can't pay my employees, and I said the business will fail. Okay, now you need to say, okay, explain to me. And you mentioned, sorry to stop you there. You said your wife's injury. Um, when did it happen? What happened there? Just get me to just open up, because you're a therapist right now. If I wasn't in a therapy session and I just mentioned that to my therapist, I'd be like, fucking, I just want my pain. You talk to me, or, yeah, I'm in pain. So then you make me to open up and be like, she's not working. Okay, so is it now you want to make a change? And then yeah, you know what I mean. And your tonality is very important. The way, if you're, let's say for example, God forbid, your girlfriend comes home, she's not happy or about something in work, your whole tonality is going to change. It's not going to be the way you and me are talking. You're going to be like, oh babe, what's happened? You okay?
Mm.
That's how you have to be on a call. You have to be like, okay, I'm sorry. What do you mean about your wife's injury? Let me understand. You know what I mean? You're
Mm.
concerned. They'll be like, this guy. They'll be like, this person not even trying to sell me. They're just
Mm.
trying to help me. They're trying to guide me to make the best decision. That's what these calls are about. It's not trying to sell something. You're trying to get them to open up and give them the solution to their problems. That's how you sell. We don't sell by just moving on by when someone's talking about a problem and just thinking, because you saying we've got all that everyone who we sign up gets results. That's not the problem. The thing that's gonna sell right now is you realizing I've got someone in the team who I need to get rid of, my friend's son. My wife's injured and shit. We need to start making more money. We need to get out a kid. We need a wedding. That's where the sale happens, not with the product. You with me? So when you hear all these things, you automatically just change it. Okay, help me understand. What do you mean? Are you with me?
Yeah.
Let's go.
All right. So you said, wait, stop. Sorry. So you said your wife's injured. When did that happen?
Okay. So she used to work. She used to work as a nurse and she had a bad fall. And since then, our income in the family has really dipped because she's not worked for the past 2 years. And we're still waiting on compensation to come through. And I feel like I can ask her when is it coming because we need the money.
Yeah.
We really need the money. And it's just painful how that everything is going at the moment. But it's fine. I think we can if I can just fix this problem, because I don't tell her about what's happening in work. If I can just fix this problem, we will be okay.
Okay. When you say okay, what do you mean by that? Like, okay, you'll be okay if you fix this problem.
That's good. That's really good. What I mean by we'll be okay is that everything will be solved. I'll be able to provide for the family. I'll be able to pay my employees. I'll be able to get rid of my friend's son. Yeah, because I can't do the ads management at the moment. I don't really know what to do. It'll be worse if I take over it because he's okay.
Yeah. So with your friend son currently being the person that does the marketing for your business, would you say that is um I'm lost. I'm lost.
No, it's okay. It's okay.
Yeah.
It's okay to be lost. But I understand why you're lost though, because when you do the first training and then you then do a role play, you're like, where do I start from? Man, this question next to that question next to that question.
Yeah.
It's honestly, do not worry if you're lost right now. It's the first one. Do not worry. So so when I talk about a situation of what my life will look like once I start making the money, that was a really good question. But like, okay, what do you mean by okay? But the thing that's really important when you feel that I've opened up and you've got me in an emotional state and you know where I am and where I'm trying to get to, you can then you can go to like consequence of inaction, and then you can just then go to your pitch. Then you can start producing the product. It's not sometimes if you stay so concerned and saying why, you might get a bit irritated. When you
Yeah.
feel you've got everything about this prospect, you can then move on. Sometimes it takes 5 minutes, sometimes it takes 20 minutes, just depending on the prospect opens up. But it's okay to move on. You don't sometimes it's all them NAPQs and finding out, going deeper. Sometimes you don't really need to do all that. If you just feel like I've got everything, let's go. Let's talk about what I can offer. Do you feel me?
Yeah.
So do you feel like you got everything out of me?
Yeah. 100%.
I feel like you have. I feel like you know where I want to get to. You know my problems. You know what's really going on in the working space. So it's perfectly fine to then move on.
Yeah. Yeah.
So how are you going to move on?
I would say maybe something like with that being said, and having maybe the outcome or solution to the outcome that you're needing at the moment. Um, I feel like in conversation it would be better, but basically just saying that if we can solve your problem, then why not proceed or something like that.
Okay, okay, that's fine. That's fine. You're not meant to get this right now because it's not in the first part of the training. But
Yeah.
what I do is I found your situation and made you see the future, and I'll be like, okay, this is the consequence of inaction. It's not in the first part of training, so you wouldn't. It's more in a 2.0. So the other side is you take no action. How would that look for you? Then they'll be like, duh, I won't look good. The marriage, my wife is gonna leave me. Work's not gonna work well. Okay. Then, okay. So who do you think is in control to make a change here? Me. Okay. So are you ready to commit to yourself and finally commit and do everything to solve your situation? Yes. The reason the power of the consequences in action is so they've realized shit, this is all on me. When it's time to solve this, I can't start saying I need to speak to my wife and then I've said it's I'm in the control. You with me?
Yeah.
You know what you were meant to get that. It's just something I don't need to add in there. Okay. So now you've explained it. Now I want to know. Now I want to see how you present the pitch. How would you do that?
Our present pitch. I would say, um, obviously, we have the solution. So, with that being said, um, would you be okay with finalizing everything, and then we can get on board and sort out your problem?
No, bro. No, bro. What I would do, you just keep it light. Okay. So can we agree that you need to take action to get to your 10K dollar to 10K to make 10K a week? Yeah. And to solve your marriage? Yes. Okay. What I'm gonna do now, if it's okay with you, I'm just gonna explain what we offer and see if it'll be a good fit. Would that be okay? Yeah. Because what you've done is you've pointed out all my problems and where I want to get to, and say, can I explain how we can get you there? And
Yeah.
they'll always say yes. They're not going to say no. I don't want to explain bye. But you've got them in an emotional state, But it's not about just pushing it, making it about it. Like what you're doing, you're just going full force with that question. Maybe just make it light, saying, okay, is it okay if I explain what we offer and see if it'll be a good fit? Yes. Because because the reason why they'll say yes is because at the start of the call, do you remember when you said, "Can I just I'm the one way just jump about your current situation and see if what we offer and see if it'd be a good fit? Would that be okay?" Yes, they've agreed at the start because you control this whole conversation. This conversation is yours. This is yours. You've got, not theirs. They're yours. They're not going to tell you how the call's going to go. That's how you don't get the sale. So yeah, now we just talk about the product. I don't need to it's not we don't need to really talk about product because it's just a marketing service for okay. So now we've spoken about the product. How do we move on from that now?
So we've asked if I've asked the question already. If
You've asked the question. So actually ask the question to me when you want to talk about the
oh,
product.
okay, so obviously I've heard everything from your side, and would it be okay for you if I explain how our services are and if we'd be a good fit?
Yeah, that'd be perfect. Let's go.
Okay, amazing. So what we have is a
It's okay. It's okay. This product side is okay. Let's just imagine that you've already spoken about a product. What will be the next thing?
okay, Mike. If you're happy, and yeah, I'm happy. I think we can definitely assist you. I think that we are a good fit in terms of getting you from point A to point C, and yeah, fulfilling all your needs for your business in order for you to reach your goals. Then we'd love to keep you on the line and then just finalize everything with. Can I send you over a link, or would you mind if I send you over a link?
Just take you're just throwing bullets at me. I had to just dodge them. So
Okay, no.
what I would do, Tim, yeah, that is okay. There's a Okay. Do you have any questions to me about that? The reason why you do this is just to make sure there's no objections. So when there won't be any objections about like, but how many people get results? You just clarifying everything now, so you don't get any objection when you mention your price. Say, okay, do you have any questions for me? Okay, no. Do you think this is for you? Yeah, I think it's for me. Why? Why is it for you? I think it's for me because you've helped Greg and the results. I feel like I was in a similar situation as Greg. If he can do it, I can do it. So I don't. I think it's for me. Then okay, now we've done that. How do you drop your price? Let me know what you know at the moment.
How do I drop my price? I wouldn't drop the price.
I
Or
mean, not drop, not mean reduce your price. How do you tell him the price?
okay, okay. Um, so our price, I think you said was four K, a
Four,
thousand.
yeah, $4,000 for 4 months. Just let me know. How would you drop the price?
Um, okay, so Mike, our price is $4,000, and that's for 4 months of marketing.
Okay, what? Okay, that's good. There's nothing bad about that. But what I usually do is, okay. So how would you like to move from there? This is Mind 2.0, so you should that was okay what you did. So how would you like to move? So when you say to them, okay, so you've clarified everything. Okay, so how would you like to move from there? All of them, they'll always say, tell me what's the next step. Be like, okay, so it's just a one-time investment of $4,000. Would that be okay? Then all you need to do is just shut up, let them speak. Even if there's a big awkward silence, let them speak. Because they might be thinking about it, there's $2,000 in one account, there's $500 in one credit card. They're thinking in their mind, okay, well, how can we do this? Then but just stay quiet. But if you start filling the gap by saying, but we do have a payment plan, they're just gonna be like, hey, calm down. I'm still thinking. Do you know what I mean? Okay, so I'm just gonna fire you an objection at you, and I just want you to I just want you to just see what you've done, from the first part of the training. So it's too expensive for me to.
Okay. When you say too expensive, what do you mean by that?
Oh, so it's just a bit too much now because I'm already spending so much with my son. I mean, my friend's son. I always stop on that. I don't I always stumble on that one. My friend's son,
Hmm.
and we're really tight on money at the moment.
When when you say tight on money, what exactly do you mean in terms of when you
We're
say
just we're
tight?
just we're just not have funding at the moment.
You're just not?
Yeah, we don't have funding at the moment.
Okay. And what would the sort of cost to your business be if I know that was a bad one, the way I worded that one, but I would ask something like what would the cost of the situation if you stayed in your current situation, what would that cost you compared to
That's good.
if
That's
you were
good.
to
That's good. But what's in the 2.0 training, which you will get after this? The 2.0 training is so you need to show me the cost. You tell me the cost of being an share. So what's a really good one when you're making mental notes? So you know already. I pay this kid who does the ad management already $2,000, and then I pay him $3,000. Now I pay him $3,000 in wages. Did I say? So that's $5,000, and I've been a month, and I've been with him for 2 years. So that's 24 times 5,000, and that's £120,000 I've spent on this kid.
Hmm.
120,000 dollars I've spent on this kid. Like you've got that already. Then you just say, okay, do you mind if I share something with you? Okay. So you mentioned to me that you spent at least $5,000 on your friend's son, and what he offers with the ads management is about $5,000. And you've been with him for 24 months. Did you say that? Yeah, I said that. I'm 24. But always ask them questions. Always ask me clueless as well. Just to clarify the numbers they said. I can be like, okay, so let me just do the maths. So that means you spent $120,000 on this service with your friends, and you've not been happy with the results. Okay. And what we offer is $4,000 for 4 months. Do you see the difference there?
That's a good one.
And I'll be like, here, yeah, I see a difference. So what we've shown you, and you've told me that this service is for you. Are you going to continue keep on paying this kid $5,000
Yeah.
in the next 4 months, which is $20, and what we're giving you is $4,000? They'll be like, shit. They'll be like, wow. In the picture in their head, you show them, they said it's too much money, but they realize, shit, I'm gonna end up paying 5K. And you'd be like, okay. So right now you've done that, you'd be like, okay. So let's say this. Let's say, okay, if you had $4,000 there and the cash there in the bag, would you do it? And they'll be like, yes, I will do it. Okay. So be transparent with me. How much do you have available to get started today? Then they'll give you a number because you've made them realize the cost of inaction. Because that kid's wages is going to be due in a few days, a few
Yeah.
weeks. They'll be like, okay, I have $2,000 available. Okay, what we can do now, speak to the team. I'll make sure it's acceptable, even though it will be acceptable. Okay, what we'll do, we can do $2,000 now, and the next 2 months we do another $2,000. Does that work? Yeah, there's the payment. Let's get started. You see that the plane is too expensive to then realize the cost of use to continue doing what you're doing is a bit bullshit.
Yeah.
That's it. You got the sale. That's it. Right, are you with me?
I'm with you. I'm with you. I'm just making some notes as well on my phone.
Oh, this is all recorded. I'll send you the recording as well, so you got the recording.
Ah, okay, cool.
So
Perfect.
that was the first role. That was just your first role play. So because at the moment you were just watching videos, watching my video clips and stuff like that. So and when you then do a role play, like it happens to everyone. Okay, so
Yeah.
I don't want you to feel like. But what's good, what I really like about our call that you do, you know the structure. When you
Yeah.
know the structure, you're good. That's
Yeah.
the base, and now we just need to start adding things to the base. That's all
Cool.
it is. For example, if you started a call saying, our cost is $4,000, so I'm going to explain why it's 4,000. I'm like, fucking hell. I'm like, fucking hell. So, but what you knew about that is the structure. I'll send you this recording so you get more of it. But what I will advise is when you watch this recording, I will also send you one of my live calls or one of our other coaches' live calls, and I want you to just watch it back and go back to the first training as well. Then we will have a brief call on Monday
Okay.
on the 4th of August. And then I'll just have a quick call with you just to see where you are now. And I think you'll really understand it. And I'll give you access to the 2.0 training.
Amazing. Amazing.
Do you have
Cool,
any
cool.
questions? Do you have any questions for me, by the way?
How many role plays and trainings do we do before we start?
Okay, so I mentioned in our first onboarding call. So we've had one role play now. So
Yeah.
what we'll do is we'll do the 2.0. 2.0. I'll give you that 2.0 for like 3 weeks of training. Then we will then do another role play together. We'll be or you do it. We'll do it when you won't, maybe not with me. Maybe it will be with Jay. And we will then really find out more about you, see what level you are. Maybe you need to do more role plays. It just depends on your level. Because
All right.
we can't just put you into a role if you're
Yeah, of course, of course. No, I get you.
yeah, I mean,
Just obviously keen. Just keen. That's all.
yeah. But what's it called? But that was good though. You know the structure, and that's honestly, bro. That is the first part. I've been on some role plays with guys, and they just I'm just thinking, fucking hell.
Mate, but
So,
I think anybody that goes on the call with you as the coach is going to be more nervous than with a prospect as well.
that plays a part. That plays a part. But
Yeah.
it's best to just get your nerves out now.
Yeah.
Because as you're talking to me, I'm giving you feedback straight away. And when you watch these recordings, you'll be like, this recording is probably gonna be more better for you than a training. You know what I mean? 'Cause
100%.
it's you know, it's your voice. Yeah. But yeah, man.
100%.
Do you have any more questions for me?
All good, brother.
I hope you got some value from this, and you're in a better situation from when you first started. Anyway.
Yeah, of course. Of course. Going in the right direction.
All right, perfect, Tim. Thank you very much for your time. I'll speak to you soon. Okay.
All right, Mike. Ciao.
Tim's first role play done. I think he done all right on that. I think what's the main important thing on your first role play is to know the structure of a call. So now you've got the fundamentals. We've spoken about how to build on that. So I advised him to just go back to the first training to just look over things. Then we'll jump on another call, give him access to the second training. Then once that is done, he will have another role play with a few of the coaches on our team, and then he will get placed into a role. What I really find helpful about these role plays is because a lot of people who sell a course will just give you the course and tell you to go and apply for a sales role. With us, do role plays with you, we do one-to-one, and then we guarantee you a placement into an iTicket remote sales. I wish this was available when I was in my time doing the course in sales. I would have achieved my target a lot quicker. Like and subscribe and let me know how you think Tim got on in that role play.